Hello everyone, Andrew here, and thank you all for tuning in. And yeah, we're in a new room now. I've moved into a new room in my house, so hence the echo, hence the new sort of background. I think I need something behind me though, maybe like a shelf with some racing memorabilia, or like anime body pillow. You know, if you've got any suggestions, let me know down below. But anyway, while I wait patiently for the iRacing update to go live, I thought I'll have some fun with this new AMS2 update. Now, what this update brings is some 90s kart cars. Now, admittedly, I don't know a lot about these cars, but I know enough to get by. I think I can sort of bluff my way through if I was able to do a quiz on them. Now, what I do know is they are extremely fast, 900 brake horsepower, and they look really cool. I mean, that's all I can really say. Now, we've got three chassis with this update. We've got the Lola, looks like a Chungus and it drives like one too. We've got the Reynard with 4 different engine manufacturers. I'm going to be driving this 99 Greg Moore livery car, the famous Play Hard team. And we've also got the Swift. This thing just looks like a missile. It looks amazing. It's probably one of the best looking race cars of all time. So yeah, I'm going to be driving the Reynard Players car. I'm going to be doing a race around Laguna Seca. Laguna Seca didn't actually come with this update. It's a bit older now, but Laguna Seca is a bit more synonymous with kart, I think. It was also the final race of the season around this time frame, so it makes a bit of sense, especially as we're at the end of the racing season now. So we're going to be doing a 10-lap race against the AI, and we're going to be doing the whole thing in VR. Let's get to it. Here we go then, starting last, rolling start, 25 positions to be gained. Unfortunately, the start for us is just after the corner, so not the best way to start. But I found that we tend to gap quite a bit regardless of the... Someone's coming out of the pit lane there, I didn't even know that happened. What's that all about? Anyway, we gained a few places on the AI just because they're slow at turn 1, but AI do be like that sometimes. On the back of the Swift I mentioned earlier, I love the look of this car so much. Now, I was a little bit hasty in my intro. These are from the 1998 season. Probably kart's peak in terms of popularity and quality of the racing. Into the corkscrew for the first time. Always fun to do this in VR. Rainy curves as well. The whole downhill, the whole sort of downhill descent. Laguna Seca in VR is pretty fun. Flipping on downshift, I don't actually think I need to, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I love using the sequential stick shift with this car. If you drive this with paddles, you're a coward. Around the inside of that Swift there. Made it happen, even though the back end got a bit squirrely. I think IndyCar didn't get paddles until like the late 2010s or something. Minor contact there, but it's all good. If I don't talk, it's because I'm just enjoying this experience so much. Now, I haven't always had the highest appreciation for AMS2. I think it still has a bit of ways to go, but I will say that these cars, they handle a lot differently than typical AMS2 content, and I can't quite put my finger on it. They certainly have improved physics. The force feedback's improved, however, if I'm to speak totally subjectively, it feels good, but it's still missing a few things. You still can't quite feel lockups, and you also it doesn't seem to register collisions very well. But everything else is pretty good, I gotta say. I've been driving this car around a few of the circuits, Long Beach as well. In fact, I was going to do this video originally around Long Beach, but Yeah, it didn't go so well. Maybe I'll do that for when the next lot of cars come out. Like I mentioned, these are the 98 cars, but we still have the 96 and 2000 cars to expect. So Racer Studios are really delivering on that front. But I've got to say, other than cars, right, my mirror's there. Other than mods, I don't think I've ever seen these cars in a mainline sim. Just send one down the inside of my teammate there. AI's not doing a lot of defending. I did turn the settings down a little bit from my last video, which was at Monaco. I felt that for a normal road course like this, they were a little bit too high. But yeah, other than mods, I've never seen these cars. I think we have to go back to the 90s Papyrus sims to see some karts, cars. For some reason I'm upshifted when I meant to downshift. Also, apologies if the audio's a bit echoey. Like I said, I have literally just moved into this new space. So I've got a bit of work to do on the audio front, I think. But I really just wanted to make this video to showcase this DLC, because honestly, iRacing AMS2. These cars make AMS2 worth it for me. These cars and the VR performance make this game worth the money for me. I hope we get some more sort of appropriate tracks for these cars. For example, Road America would be the obvious one. Indianapolis would be good as well, even though these cars didn't actually run the Indy 500. The story of the IRL kart split is quite fascinating if you ever have the time to read up on it. That was a good run there. That corner, man. AI is doing a good job of defending now, I've got to say. Just driving open-wheel cars in VR is just amazing, and when it's a car like this, like, the experience is just so much heightened. The driver animations need some work, though. They aren't quite, I don't know, believable. Like, you wouldn't expect your anyone's hands to just be raised so high above the cockpit to give the other hand a bit more leverage on the wheel. Like, mine doesn't make that move, does it? So, yeah, it's a bit odd. We mount the anti-cut, but it wouldn't have been there in real life, so it's all good. Not when these cars were here, that is. I honestly think these are some of the best looking race cars of all time as well. Low to the ground, big wings, wide, fat tyres. They look fast standing still. I think these cars look better than the late 90s F1 cars. And I don't think that's a particularly unpopular opinion either. Mirrors in this car are a bit small. Another little nitpick, I'm driving the 99 up. Another little nitpick, sorry. I'm driving the 99 Players Forsyth car, the Greg Moore car. Rather famously had red gloves. That would be nice if we could have that in this car. I think it would be a nice touch for a driver who was sadly gone too soon. Probably one of the biggest what-ifs in racing, certainly in North American racing. Let's try and make some moves on the AI here. A bit too wide there. Downshift. I'm forgetting to downshift. My shifter on my rig is a little bit too far away from me for my liking. I need to find a way to move it a bit closer. Ooh, anti-cut. I'm going to be driving these cars a lot, I think. I'm really not looking after my rear tyres, am I? It's on power a little bit too early. That was a good run. Wouldn't better if I didn't tag the anti-cut. Went down the first try and maximised my run, but didn't really happen, did it? Ooh. Lost the front there a little bit. Very communicative force feedback in this car. I've noticed with AMS2 there's a big discrepancy between some cars more than others. I think these kart cars are the top of the spectrum. But something like the Caterham or the trucks even, they're a bit lower down on the spectrum. There's lock up big time there. How many laps are left? Right, this is lap 9 now, it says so on my dash. I don't think 10 laps is enough, you know. I'm really enjoying this. I would 100% love to take part in like an online championship in these cars with some mates. I think that'd be really fun. And you know what? If I was American, I'd be pretty happy with what Racer have done here. They've brought to life just an era of racing that everyone loves, but for some reason it's just absent from racing games and sims. I think the way kart sort of ended is left a bit of a sour taste. Anyone who's ever watched the film Driven will know all about that. I think it's been a bit maybe a poison chalice for the past few years. But saying that, ooh, car gets sideways there. IndyCar in general has been a bit absent from a lot of racing games. I don't think I drove an IndyCar until Forza 5 on the Xbox One. We're sending it! Oh, we made the position. That was a send and a half. Okay, last lap. Let's go for broke. That's got to be position, surely. Oh no, he's still there. Oh, I pushed him off wide. But that's fine, that's clean racing, FIA said so. I'm back now for this, what looks like a Chip Ganassi car. Oh no. Oh no, I've lost a position. Well, I want to say Rexer Studios have done a pretty good job of bringing the liveries to life, even if they can't use the exact branding. They're still very convincing. Man, 10 laps was not enough. This was amazing. This car is amazing. All the cars except the Lola are just so fun to drive. And if you have VR, you have to give AMS2 a go. This is so good in VR, it really is. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, if you made it this far. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, doing all the fun stuff. And I'll see you all next time.